And if that boy don't love you by now, he will never, ever, ever, ever love you. He will never, ever, 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 ever. I work in an appointment scheduling industry. A person came in for an appointment, right? But he came in with a woman. I was like, okay, who do you have with you? So she comes forward too. She gives me her name, all her information, and then here comes the question. And what's your relationship to him? She looked at me, and I looked at her, and then she looked at him, then he looked at her, and then he looked at me, and I looked at him, and we all just looking at each other. Nobody know the answer. So after a while of us just looking at each other doing a triangle, she tells me, whatever you want to put down, whatever I want to put down, how I'm supposed to know the equation and y'all got the formula. So I say, I'll just write friend. And then the friends, or whoever they is, they gonna sit down, right? She wait as soon as the man leaves where we are. She was just like, I'm so sorry, I know that was awkward. You know, we've been dealing with each other. Well, I don't know what dealing means. We've been dealing with each other for going on 6 years now, and I'm not really sure if we're together, if we're not together. I really don't know. And I have to be careful, because if I'm at work, I can't say everything I want to say. So she was like, this might be a sign, because you're the second person to ask me recently what me and him are, and I don't be knowing what to say. I say, until a man makes it official, you ain't together. I just tell her straight like that. And I'm just like, it is just so crazy. In 2026, we are still doing this go with the flow type of stuff. And I'm telling y'all, if I was not on the clock, I would have just went in. I would have preached the gospel to her. Y'all know I love Jesus. Jesus do not want his daughters being confused with these men that ain't got no plan, no goals, using you. You're cooking for the man. You're sleeping with the man. You're living with the man. You doing all this stuff for the man. Clearly, you're a dependable person, because he got you at his appointments. He could have called anybody else. He got you there. God does not want his daughters being in a relationship, but not a relationship with somebody. Because 9 times out of 10, these women be loyal to these men, and these men be living their life. I don't know. Maybe we need to listen to Ciara's song again. If that man don't. No, he ain't no man. If he ain't setting no standard, if he ain't setting no nothing. If that boy don't love you by now, he will never, ever, ever. You see how many times she said ever? He will never love you. Stop trying to convince a man. That's all I got to say.